Welcome back to the Doc's Diagnosis, and boy, it is not a good one as Nebraska got thumped by Indiana. And Dr. Rob, we picked all plays basically from the first quarter because this thing was over after the first quarter.
It really was. I mean, I really paid attention as much as I could for most of the first half. This was just an absolutely brutal showing. I mean, it was just from a preparation standpoint, everything.
And early on, and we'll get to it right now, this is a third down play in the first quarter, and it kind of set the tone for what Indiana was going to do on the ground all day.
And it really was. And you did not, this wasn't something I think Nebraska was really expecting, was to see this kind of rushing attack. But you've got a pitch play here where you're going to have the left guards pulling out. So it's a guard pitch. Everybody else is coming back over and blocking this way. The thing that I want people to kind of pay attention to on this as this play develops is when you see this play go, the center right here, this guy, number 56.
Good number.
It's a great number. So this guy stays on his block, moves over, and basically creates, as some of these D linemen come over, he creates a wall right here, and that wall ends up creating basically, I mean, it turns, the running back takes it as a cutback lane. So you're going to see, because of the center and his ability to form this wall, you end up with this lane right here that the running back cuts back with. If the running back stays play side on this, he's going to get stuffed for a loss. And so it's a great job by the center right there. You see that cutback lane open up, and he's gone for the big gain on that one.
Of course, this is we're going to pick up the next diagnosis on the same drive. This is a 4th and 2 situation, and this was gutsy because it's a scoreless game. You think Indiana's going to kick a field goal, take the points, and Signetti says, "Hell no, you're going to go right for the points."
Stayed really, really aggressive, and it's first quarter, it's 0-0. But again, I love that early aggression out of a coach. If you're still, I mean, this was a really nice drive. I mean, they kind of moved the ball at will. Now, the thing that I really want people to pay attention to on this is Nebraska brings a blitz. They bring 5+. Rourke's got a really nice pocket here. And so as this play develops, you're going to see a nice pocket. You're going to see the blitzers come. And again, the guy that I want people to kind of hone in on, the center they try and run a little bit of a pick here with the D lineman, and then the blitzer comes up here. The center does a nice job of coming off the defensive lineman and getting just enough of a hit this way where he comes across and basically can get a little pressure on that blitzer, knocks him off track a little bit, and that's what gives the quarterback enough time to make the play here. Right there, he gets a hand on the guy, slows him down a little bit, ball's off, completion, 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. And here,
this is Nebraska on offense, and the truth is Nebraska didn't have an offense against Indiana because the Hoosiers seemed like they knew what Nebraska was doing each and every time.
We talked about this last week a little bit on the whole, how much does a bye week help you, hurt you? I think Nebraska came in with a very specific game plan that Indiana had game planned very well for. Nebraska just didn't have the ability to make those adjustments. So this is the jet sweep, or the reverse jet sweep, to Ja'Cory Barney. You got Barney out here. He's going to be coming around. All of the blocking is to this way. I mean, everything ought to be pulling these guys over. And that's what we've seen in the past from opponents, is that movement. They're following the ball on these, or they're following the blocking scheme, and they're following the movement. What you're going to see on this play is a well-prepared team who right here at the snap, this guy, this guy, this guy, and I believe it's going to be one of these two guys. The 4 of them know exactly what's coming. Right here, right now, on this play, they know what's coming. And what I want people to pay attention to is watch those 4 guys, because they don't move. They stay there. They know Ja'Cory's over here. He's going to be coming around. They don't budge an inch. They're just waiting, and here he comes.
Read it perfectly.
Huge tackle for a loss right there.
Of course, Indiana did an amazing job on defense. The Nebraska defense hadn't given up a rushing touchdown going into this game, gave up 5 against the Hoosiers. And I'm going to admit it, I was wrong, man. I thought Indiana hadn't played anybody. This team looks like it's for real. Still has Ohio State coming up, but after that, Indiana could easily end 10-1. As for Nebraska, 5, there are 5 wins right now, and you start to wonder, can this team get to a bowl game? I think they do, but it's not going to be an easy road, and they have to be much better prepared against Ohio State this week than they were against Indiana. For Dr. Rob Zatechka, I'm Travis Justice. We'll talk to you tomorrow as we look at the Buckeyes on the Doc's Diagnosis presented by Centris Federal Credit Union.
A bank right down the road or take your banking on the road. Centris is where you are. With mobile banking, 15 locations, and local experts, you can manage your finances in a way that's convenient for you. The choice is yours. Learn more at centrisfcu.org.